Oh dear. Yeah, no. No, the Coyote, she went boom. Mark, was the winch powerful enough? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, the winch was powerful. And now we have two convertibles. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, she's moving. I don't believe it.
Well, good morning, and welcome back to Tin Horse Restoration. I'm going to do something a little different this morning. The video you're about to see is day 2 of our adventure to pick up the parts car. If you remember on the other video, we picked up the shell. I did that alone on the first day. And I went back on Father's Day with my son Mark to pick up the parts car. So just to fill you in a little backstory, we had you'll see in the video, we had some issues that day, some major issues that have turned out, to be okay in the end, but certainly did cause a problem that day. And I did shoot video of the a lot of it you're gonna see. Some of it we had some problems with the files, and they didn't download properly, so I lost the intro, which is basically why I'm coming on after the fact right now to start you off. And then when we had our little incident later on, I lost that video too, but it's probably for the better, honestly. I was not happy. I probably said a lot of things that needed edited anyway. So, I'm gonna reshoot that today and fill it in with probably a better explanation without the emotion attached, because it wasn't a good day. So we started Father's Day off with it was great that my son offered to come and help me. I really appreciated it. He's a busy guy. He's got 3 kids and 2 jobs, and his time is very valuable to him, and I can't thank him enough for the time he spent with me, and because I wouldn't have been able to do it alone. So having said that, I ventured out that morning I had to go in the wrong direction to Alliston to pick up a trailer, partly because if you remember the trailer story from going to get the shell, I tried to book the same trailer for the second trip, and it was gone. It was taken, and considering the guy had been good to me the week before, he gave it away and then he got it back and made sure everything was right with me, and I did appreciate that. So I was quite understanding when he told me it wasn't available the next weekend. He had to fix another problem with somebody else. So I called Frank at Motion Trailers, my good buddy Frank. The only reason we weren't using Frank exclusively was because the trailer didn't have a winch, and we definitely felt we needed a winch for the parts car. So we improvised. I went out on the Friday night before we left and picked up a winch off a marketplace, and I spent Saturday night bolting it to the bed of the pickup so that when the door was down, we could just winch straight from the truck over the trailer, and it would act just like it was on the trailer. So that was a creative solution. Cost me $200 for the winch, but now I have the winch for the next trip. So that all worked out good. So that leaves us at, sorry, I'm on parts delivery, man. I'm on my first call of the morning. So, so I guess we'll get to the video. The video starts off with me picking up the trailers in Alliston at Motion Trailers. I worked my way back to Shelburne to pick up my son, Mark, and we headed out, to go back to, I think it's called Birch or something, which is about 10 minutes south of Brantford, in southern Ontario. Down, for you Americans, if you're trying to geographically figure out where I am, we were headed to the north shore of Lake Erie, about 25 minutes north of the north shore of Lake Erie. So not all the way down Detroit way, but closer up to the Niagara Falls way. The town on this side of the border is Port Dover, which the bikers use as a gathering point on Friday the 13th. And so it's a popular destination. And the north-south access to Port Dover, I forget what highway it is, but that's where he lived, right on that road. So anyway, we got the trailer loaded up. Frank did a great job. Can't say enough good things about Motion Trailers. And no, I'm not getting a kickback. That's an honest review from a guy who pays. So yeah, if you ever need a trailer, go see Frank. Really, you'll be so impressed. He really does an amazing job, and he's got excellent products. So, all right. So yeah, picked up the trailer. Everything ran smooth. Picked up Mark. Got down there, and that's where this video starts. So enjoy. I'll come back on once you get to see some of the highlights, and I'll explain what happened later, because you're not going to believe it. Here we are at Motion Trailers in lovely Alliston. There we go. 18-foot lowrider, aluminum. Should be no problem. It's got a wood bed, so but there was some sheet metal there. I think we can slide her on. So anyway, that's it. We're loaded in the back. Frank's a great guy. I just love Frank.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, she's moving. I don't believe it. Are you watching the trailer too?
Yeah. You gotta straighten her up.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this for a sec.
Mark, was the winch powerful enough? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, the winch was powerful. And now we have two convertibles. So we're gonna pull the easy end up. And this is all because the drive shaft got caught under the trailer. I don't even know how it came out of the transmission. What's going on the other side? Is the drum stuck? Yeah?
It's way down there, so no. Shouldn't be. I'm just gonna keep going.
Well, should we strap it back up to the car?
Huh?
Strap the rear end back up to the car.
It's gonna be hard. It's on this. It's right on this one.
All right. Ready?
All the way to there. Here, all right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's coming. One grade at a time.
Ready?
It's gonna go now.
Yeah, we said that how many times?
Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait. Where the hell is the other one? Way back there. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're halfway there.
It's really tippy now. We were hung on something though.
Well, there's a leaf spring. Where's the rear end?
We're hung up on something right here. The rear end's way crooked there. That spring is, or that shock is holding on to dear life.
There's one shock holding the rear end in the car.
Stuck on something now. Try help me wrap it.
Okay, hang on. All right. She's on. Oh, it wasn't pretty when the car broke in half. I wish I had the camera on our faces. All right. So we do have a sick wheel here, but we X the straps over, so I'm thinking that's not going anywhere. That looks okay. All right. So we're headed home. I'll talk to you tonight. So just to legitimize this, here we go. We're gonna start her up.
And listen to them.
And
Oh.
yeah, you can hear the knock, and you can tell that little gauge over here, it's not moving.
Oh.
Listen. Oh dear. Yeah, no. The Coyote, she went boom. All right, so this is my second little add-on to this video. I lost some footage, as I explained earlier. And anyway, we were on our way home. We got a little past halfway, just past Guelph. We were on 24 coming back to Orangeville. And they're about 40, 50 clicks from home. My apologies to the Americans that are watching this, because, we're in kilometers up here. And that's how I do my referrals. And when I'm shooting my videos, I can't do the math in my head to do the conversion for you. But about 25 miles from the house. So everything was going fine. The trailer was on the back. We were getting a lot of looks because that car it looked pretty sick, even although it had a tarp on the back. So anyway, I got through Guelph okay. Everything was fine. And I stepped on it a little bit to do the last little stretch run, and the oil pressure in the F-150 Gen 2 Coyote went to 0. And what was funny about it was the temperature gauge on the transmission went to 0 too. And I thought, well, that's odd. So I pulled over, shut it off, got under the hood, checked the oil. We had just had the oil changed a week before, and everything looked fine. The oil was nice and clean, and There was water in the rad. Everything was good. So I thought I must be having some sort of electrical issue. I mean, I couldn't explain what was going on. And with that truck, I've had my share of issues. So, you know, and I had experienced some transmission problems the week before. I had some slipping when I had the shell on the back, and we hadn't had any of that day. So it really wasn't making a lot of sense to me. So anyway, I made the executive decision to start her back up, and and the oil pressure came back up. Everything was fine. So I breathed a sigh of relief, figured I had a bad wire somewhere, and kept going. And we got about a minute or 2 minutes further down the road, and it went south again. The gauge went silly. The tranny gauge didn't go that time, but my oil pressure warning light came on, and the gauge went back to 0. So I quickly pulled over, and I went to shut it off, and she was making a really bad knock. Like, bad. Not lifters. It wasn't up top, on the overhead cams. It was a little lower. It sounded, in my professional opinion, which is pretty lame at best, it did sound like a little bit of piston slap. So I thought right away I spun a bearing or something. So I sat for a minute. I started it back up just to see if it had righted itself, and no, it was still a mess. So called the tow truck, left the trailer in a driveway. Owner of the house came out. He had an F-150. He had a bunch of trailers in his backyard behind a fence. He offered to put the car in the trailer in behind the fence for us. Great guy. It just it just goes to show you the how kind and generous people can be. The man felt really bad about our plight, and he came to our rescue. It was amazing. Made me feel warm inside that there's still people that are willing to help, And tow truck driver, $400 later, we got her home. So woke up the next morning, had to rent an F-150 that with a tow bar on the back, and had to drive to Brampton to get that. Wayne came to my rescue, drove me down so that I could pick the truck up. Came back up, went and got the trailer, got the car off, took the trailer back, took the truck back late that night, and Mark came and helped, and that was the end of it. The F-150 was parked in the driveway. So I immediately went looking for a donor motor. Called some buddies because I'm not set up to be able to do a Coyote swap in my garage, and to be honest, the garage is full. So just getting the 95 out of the garage with no motor in it, and trying to get the Coyote in there, and then without a lift, trying to drop a motor out of the bottom of that F-150. I don't even know if I had the height to do it, but I certainly not doing that on jack stands. So that left me with a huge dilemma. So I called all my clients, tried to work out a deal for doing it, and I got prices ranging from $7,000 to $10,000, for the motor and the swap. And to be honest, I was pretty demoralized. I figured the channel was going to be done before it even started, and I certainly didn't. I was going to have to liquidate a few things to pay for the truck. So truck sat for a week. I got ready for pulling the trigger on who was going to get the job, And I was going to do that on the Saturday. And on the Friday night, I came home from work and I thought, well, let me just give her one more shot, turn her over, and see how bad it is. Maybe I can, even if it's got a little piston slap, maybe I can drive it to the destination, for where it was going to get done. Shockingly, I turned the key and pressure came up and she was purring like a kitten. Literally purring like a kitten. And so I immediately understood exactly what was happening. I had either a clogged pickup or a clogged oil journal. And something was getting starved of oil. And it was intermittent. And that gave me some hope. So I got up on Saturday morning, went into work, picked up 3 cases of oil, picked up 3 filters, and picked up 3 bottles of flush. Went home, spent 4.5 hours doing 3 oil changes and running her to get her cleaned out. And that was 2-3 weeks ago now, and she's been running beautiful ever since. I consider myself one of the luckiest humans alive, and I dodged a massive bullet. So all's well that ends well. We did shoot video of the whole thing, and it turns out that's compromised, and that's good, because if you saw me on that video and how upset I was, I felt like I had been kicked between the legs by 20 people, I'm telling you. So anyway, that ends the adventure for picking up the 2 cars, and I hope you enjoyed the story. I'm just going to run in here and do a quick thing, and then I'll be back to end this video. Hang on. Sorry, just doing a delivery. I want to thank you all for watching. Sincerely, the reactions so far has been nothing but positive. It is greatly appreciated. It's certainly, looking at the views and stuff, it's just getting off the ground, but it certainly helps motivate me to do more. I mean, regardless of whether people are watching this or not, I'm going to keep doing it. And, you may be laughing at me. Yeah, you may be happy for me, whatever. I get a lot of enjoyment out of doing this. And I'm going to keep plugging home my message of getting off the couch, and if you've procrastinated about turning a wrench, maybe you've got a project you haven't finished, or maybe you've thought about doing something yourself. Get off the couch. It's really rewarding. I mean, you can watch this video and see the pain and torture we went through. Certainly, a week of depression thinking I had blown the truck up, but at the end of the day, if the truck had blown up, it would have happened whether I was doing that or not. Nothing I did that day, was exclusive to blowing the truck up. If the truck was going to blow up, it was going to blow up on my way to work one day, or, going to the grocery store. That's the honest truth. So, I dodged a bullet. In the end, we did really well. It was a lot of hard work. We had some fun doing it, and I think that's what's important, and people say to me, Colin, well, why are you doing crazy stuff like that at your age? And I think I've never had so much fun, really, honestly. I'm really enjoying myself. It's very rewarding to do that, and I get a great deal of enjoyment out of fixing things. So, in the back of my mind, the motivation that drives me is that one day I'm going to drive that car and I'm going to be really proud of it because I built it. I'm going to build that car I'm going to do the majority of the work on that car, and I'm going to share that with you. And at the end of the day, you might say, well, that's not the car I would drive, or that's not my thing, but that's fine. That's not what I'm here to motivate you to do. I'm here to motivate you to embrace your dreams, your goals, and what you like. That's what I'm here to do. I'm just trying to show you that driving a classic car is not unattainable. It's not something that's become out of reach because prices have gotten stupid and, you know, the cost of living has gone up and all of that. There are lots of opportunities out there to get involved, take part in the hobby, and really enjoy yourself and learn something in the meantime. Plus, you know, my favorite line with my son, and he loves to. It was in the video, and it was the one scene that I wish I could have added to this. When I said to him, "What did we learn today?" and he said, "Well, we're making memories, Dad." And then he started laughing because that's my favorite line. They're making memories. You know, I'm gonna remember this till I'm not here anymore, and when I'm long gone, you know, Mark will never forget his Father's Day with his dad and the craziness that happened. And isn't that what life's all about? It's about making memories, good ones. And you know, all said and done, I certainly made some good ones on this video. So that ends the craziness. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, sorry for the technical difficulties, but it's onward and upward, and you know, I'm 3 videos in already to shooting and editing, and so there's a lot more to come. A lot of exciting things coming up, and you know, this isn't like those regular channels that flip a car every week. Progress will be slow because there's just me, but you know, I hope to be able to show you some really cool things and some tips and tricks to basically save yourself some money and put a classic car back on the road without spending a lot of money. You know, there's a couple of things I do that I think I can share with you that maybe you haven't seen before, and I'm looking forward to that. So I'll end that there. I'll tell you that get off the couch. Seriously, you won't regret it. You really won't. And you know, join the hobby. It's so rewarding. It really is. And you know, if you think about all the purchases you make in your life, you know, a house is usually number 1, but vehicles certainly number 2. They're a huge part of our lives, and you know, and one day they're not going to be here anymore in the way that we have them right now, and you know, things are changing, and they're changing quite quickly, and it's not too late to experience something that is really special. So that's it for now. Thank you. Please like, tag, share, and subscribe. Let's get these numbers up. You know, if you've watched this video and you laughed and you had a good chuckle, send it out to some friends that you think might be interested. You know, it's gonna grow. It's gonna grow. I have faith. I feel good about this, and anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. One last thing. If you and I was serious about this on one of my other videos, and if you want to be part of the Tin Horse family and you want me to share your project, send me a picture or a short video. Keep it less than a minute, with a 1-paragraph description of the project you're working on, and I'll share it on my next video. Let's build this movement. Let's start you know, showing people what we've done, and and come along the ride with me. I'd be happy to put you on a video and to share it with everyone else. So I'm looking forward to getting those. I'll put a link in the description for my email, and you can send it to me. Okay, I'm looking forward to the first one. Whoever wants to be first up, get it to me. I'll get it up there. All right, talk to you soon. All right, till next time. Keep at her.